Now let's head back out to our breaking news in the Galleria area. A major 4-alarm fire. This is happening at the Palms at Westheimer in Hillcroft.
That's right. We're going to be giving you these amazing pictures from Sky IHD. We've also got our crew ready to go now on the ground there. Eyewitness News reporter Foti Kallergis with some of the breaking details. Foti, what can you tell us right now?
Yeah, what we can tell you is that this has now been upgraded to a 4-alarm fire, and you can see down Westheimer the smoke that is now covering part of Westheimer. That's Hillcroft right down there, and it is closed to all eastbound traffic. And I want to bring you now to the Palms of Westheimer apartments, and we're going to go all the way down to see exactly what the scene looks like. On this side over there, you can see firefighters just around one fire truck at a staging area here trying to figure out exactly what their next move is going to be. We've seen a lot of supervisors out here. The arson investigating team is also out here. What I can tell you is that this apartment complex was built in the 1970s. About 500 units are here at the Palms of Westheimer and about 20 buildings. And now we're starting to see the front gates of the apartment, and you can see a number of residents out here worried, trying to figure out if their homes are damaged. Some kids just getting out of school as well. And then you can finally see the smoke right there where that building is, and it looks like there's a big ladder truck that's there, another one on the other side, and they are certainly beginning their ground attack of this fire. No injuries to report. That is the good news, and we're now getting a look here at the parking lot. A number of residents also out here. We're going to go a little bit closer. Looks like one of the firefighters is honking his horn. We're live. What can you tell us?
No? You won't talk to us? No, you were complaining about the horn. Oh, chief did emergency. Everybody get the hell out. Okay.
Okay. Well, everyone has to leave. Everyone has to be out. Even firefighters? Okay, all firefighters are now being told to get out of the building. Everyone is being told right now to get out of the way. And I'm not sure if you can still hear me because our photographer is a little bit further up, but you can see the ladder trucks right there battling this fire. Noah, can you see me okay? All right. And I was just told by a fire official that everyone is told to get out of the building. All firefighters are being told to get out. And that's what the horn was.
Foti, there's a lot of people there grabbing anything they can from their apartments and walking out. We saw them standing in the parking lot. Were you able to talk to any of them as you drove up and parked? Do we know of anybody looking for anyone or maybe trapped?
No, we don't have any indications of that. And in fact, the Houston Fire Department said there's no injuries right now. But we're not sure exactly because they're still battling this fire. And we did see people that were getting some of their stuff out, but it doesn't look like anyone is injured at this time. And the big news right now is that this is now a 4-alarm fire. It has jumped a building, and they're now telling all the firefighters that may be in there to get out because the structure is unstable and there's a possibility that it could cave in. They want to make sure those firefighters are safe right now.
Yeah, what's amazing about this, Foti, is that it seems almost chaotic there. Firefighters are battling a major fire right now, and as we can see from your photographers, some people are still running into their units, grabbing what they can and evacuating as fast as they can.
Yeah, and there's a chance that they were doing that because they were trying to get everything that they could out of their apartments before the fire spread. But as you can see, it is spreading quickly, and that's why they're running back out of those buildings. They want to make sure, the firefighters want to make sure that it's all clear because, as we said, the structure is unstable. And you can see some firefighters coming out of the building right now. They still have their oxygen tanks on and their gear, and they're starting to make their way out of those buildings. Of course, as we said, so far, no injuries to those firefighters, but heavy smoke you can see right over there. You can barely see the other side. I've been to this apartment complex before on a story, and what I can tell you is just beyond that smoke, there's a ramp that goes up to a parking lot, and that is where the end of the buildings are. But you can see on the left side, there's a number of buildings over there, a number of units. We're not sure exactly how many units have caught fire right now, but I can tell you it's at least 2 buildings from our vantage point, and possibly possibly another 2 from the other vantage point. But as we said, this apartment fire has spread, and it has spread quickly, and that's why you're seeing the big response that you're seeing right now. We're not exactly sure how many fire trucks are out here, but I can tell you it's more than 100 Houston firefighters that are on the ground right here. Arson investigators are also on the scene to determine the cause of this fire and to see exactly where it started. But so far, we have no idea as to where it started. Back to you.
All right, let's get back out to this breaking news that we've been following for the last 30 minutes. This is breaking news out of West Houston, a major 4-alarm fire at the Palms Apartments. This is on Westheimer in Hillcroft. We know that this fire has been going for about an hour now, and they've been trying, firefighters, to get everyone out of their homes and make sure that they're okay. We do have a crew that's there on the ground right by the residents there.
Yeah, we do. We've seen some shots here from the ground, some of the damage here. This is from our Eyewitness News photographer, and you can see this live pic right now. Debris is raining down on some of those areas, flames still on some of the buildings, especially the ones that Sky Eye is seeing, but you can also see how much smoke is in the area right now. Eyewitness News reporter Foti Kallergis has been on the scene for some time now. He's spoken to a few residents. Foti, it looks like a pretty ominous scene we're seeing live right now.
Yeah, it is. We're actually inside of a courtyard area. The pool is just right over here, and you can see firefighters still battling this fire. The third floor, you can still see flames that are shooting out of the roof there, through windows as well. And we've just seen a big concentration of firefighters on this side of the building to try and knock this fire out. We've also seen residents just trying to get anything and everything that they can to get out. We've seen firefighters go door to door in this building as well, telling everyone to get out. And joining me now is one of the residents. His apartment is just right down there on the first floor. What can you tell us about this fire?
I mean, today is my off day. I'm supposed to be at home just relaxing with my brother. I mean, I'm visiting him from out of town, but I mean, I came to this and it's like, I mean, my home is right here. I mean, what am I supposed to do? I can't do nothing.
Did you have any time to get anything out?
I mean, no, not really. I mean, I fear for my life more than my material stuff. I can buy that again. I fear for my life and my brother's. I mean, I knocked on several doors to get other people out too because they didn't know.
What were you telling people? You were knocking on their door?
I mean, most of them are Hispanic, so I'm like, you know, everybody get out, you know, you got to get out.
All right, they're moving us out now. They're moving us out, so we got to go. But we're going to continue to talk to this gentleman here because he did not have a chance to get all of his belongings. And, of course, the firefighters are still working hard to put the fire out. What do you think happened to your apartment right now?
I mean, hopefully the firefighters, they do what they're supposed to do. They're trained to do. You know, I know they're hard workers, and I know they're going to get the job done. I'm just hoping they stop the fire.
So many firefighters that are out here right now trying to battle this fire. We've seen at least 2 or 3 ladder trucks in this area, a large concentration of them. What do you think the chances are that your apartment is okay?
Really 0 to slim because it's like right there. My apartment is like literally feet away from them, so it's pretty hard, but I mean, I'm praying to God. That's all we can do right now.
Okay, and they were saying that this apartment complex is under renovation. Was this side under renovation at all?
It was under renovation. I mean, I saw people working hard and diligently, you know, I mean, but now it's all gone to waste because of this fire.
Okay. What's your name again?
Julio Rodas.
Julio, thank you so much, and I hope everything is okay in your apartment. Again, they've moved us out of this area. We're going to keep coming to this side because firefighters are not only moving their workers, their firemen out of the area, they're also moving the media as well and all the other residents. And you can see out here in the parking lot still lots of residents that are out here. We're seeing one resident there. What is that, a TV that he's carrying out? He's carrying out a TV out of his apartment. We've seen several residents doing that, carrying bags of clothes, whatever they can get out. And then if you want to look up there to this building, okay, we have a stretcher that's going in, but again, we don't have any confirmation at this moment in time that there are any injuries, but they are moving stretchers like this and equipment into place just in case they need it. But you can see a resident here, apartment 1905, going in. Looks like they have a happy birthday banner above, getting everything out that they can from inside of their apartment. And Noah, if you can turn around and just look up, you can see some other residents at the top of the roof over there, and they're getting a bird's eye view of all the damage, all the smoke, and all the fire from this apartment fire here at the Palms on Westheimer. Of course, we're going to continue to be on the ground here and bring you the very latest here on ABC 13 and ABC13.com. Reporting live in Southwest Houston, Foti, Kallergis 13, Eyewitness News.
ABC 13 Eyewitness News at 6. Now, breaking news.
A raging four-alarm fire at a West Houston apartment complex put hundreds of people's homes in jeopardy today. Firefighters battled massive flames for hours as those living in the complex grabbed their pets, some personal belongings, and evacuated to safety. We have live team coverage of that four-alarm blaze and the impact on the surrounding area. And good evening, friends. I'm Dave Ward.
And I'm Gina Gaston. At this moment, firefighters continuing to check for hot spots at the Palms on Westheimer Apartments. It is near Westheimer and Hillcroft. Eyewitness News reporter Foti Kallergis is live there with more on what happened. Foti?
Yeah, Gina, and firefighters just in the last 30 minutes have really made some progress. You can see right behind me there, building 19 and 18. Those are the buildings that were affected in this fire. Some 36 at least units. For many of the residents here, building 18 and 19, it was the smoke that alerted them that it was time to leave. For others, it was a knock at the door from neighbors yelling fire. More than 160 firefighters on the ground, and we were there on the ground with them. The fire's so intense and dangerous in a courtyard area that we were in that we were told to evacuate. And what we saw in the parking lot was panic. Residents going into their apartments, frantic, trying to grab whatever they could, TVs, bags, baskets of clothes, and first and foremost, their pets. One woman we saw rushing in, crying to try to get to her dog, and firefighters were there escorting her in. The dog named Duke was found safe. Many residents were able to get out safely. No injuries to report right now. One resident that we're going to talk to right now, his name is Anoop. You said the fire may have started next door to you on the second floor. What did you hear? What did you smell at first?
So I was actually working from home today, and I was on a meeting and suddenly smelled like some kind of smoke out. So I wasn't like exactly sure what's happening out. So I went close. I thought like maybe it's just fine and just like one of those random things happening.
Yeah.
But then it gets bad, and I open the door of my house and I see a lot of fumes out. So the next thing that I do is that I have to like get out of this, and I see like people knocking doors and already people trying to get out. So I just grab a few stuff which I think is important to me.
Sure.
And then start running towards the exit. By that time, like it was really bad, and people really had problems breathing in.
And you see 160 firefighters on the ground here. How do you make sense of this four-alarm apartment fire here?
Well, it's all crazy. I wish it did not happen.
Sure.
It just seems like it happened for one single apartment, like how it all started out. But it's just that we have to stay careful in our life.
And you have your trunk open. Show us what you were able to get. Looks like you have your laptop, of course, your MacBook.
Yeah, I got the laptop out. I got my MacBook laptop out, and I got like few other important cards, like my social security card and everything, which I put up in this bag. And this is just like the trunk of my car.
And nothing else. All right. Thank you, Anoop. Thank you so much. We're glad that you are safe. And of course, arson investigators on the scene right now trying to determine exactly where this fire started and how. We'll bring you the very latest. Reporting live in Southwest Houston, Foti Kallergis 13 Eyewitness News.
And more breaking news, the aftermath of that massive four-alarm fire. After a chaotic response, the reality beginning to set in tonight. Dozens of families burned out of their apartments just before Christmas. And the pictures are just stunning. A fire completely out of control in the middle of rush hour.
That's right. Families were rushing into their apartments to save anything they could get their hands on. And tonight, we're getting a better idea of what was lost.
And this is going to be a tough holiday for a lot of those families. Eyewitness News reporter Foti Kallergis is live at Westheimer and Hillcroft with some new information tonight. Foti?
Yeah, Gina, I just had a chance to talk to the Red Cross. They have already met with 30 families, about 70 individuals. The good news is that those individuals will not go to a shelter. They have found a place to stay for tonight. In the meantime, you can see firefighters still above building 18 and 19 where this fire started. Many buildings in the dark right now. The electricity is out. The official cause is unknown, but two sources telling me it was a stove that was left on in a second floor unit that started all of this. And minutes later, we were there as those tense moments when so many had just a few minutes to get out.
When I turned around and looked at the building behind me where we live, it was on fire, like bad.
Just after 3 this afternoon, a 3-alarm fire at the Palms Apartments.
People crying, there's people with babies. holding their kids.
Quickly elevated to a 4-alarm panic.
The fire was like, you gotta get out of there, you gotta get out of there.
You ran for your life?
Yeah, we basically did.
Arnisha Taylor was fast asleep in Building 19, awakened by her boyfriend, screaming firefighters at the courtyard next door.
It was a little terrifying.
Our camera rolling in that courtyard. On the front line of the fire, we found one man.
I mean, I fear for my life more than my material stuff.
Who said his apartment is on the first floor there. He said he went door to door.
I mean, I knocked on several doors to get other people out too.
Our interview cut short, the danger and threat too close to us. We got an evacuation order from firefighters. They're moving us out now. They're moving us out, so we got to go. And what we saw outside in the parking lot, residents running into their apartments to grab what they could before the stubborn fire spread even more.
My heart's like racing really fast. It's like an adrenaline rush. It's not a good feeling.
She's got a dog too.
Eliana went straight for her prized possession, her dog King. Another man grabbed his 2 pups too, one around his neck, the other safe in his arms.
They let me in to get my dog, and I'm very grateful. Thank you so much.
Everybody's just kind of like trying to work together.
Some people seen carrying out TVs, bags and baskets of clothes. 160 firefighters now on the attack, at least 36 units damaged or destroyed. And tonight, the Red Cross responding, ready to help those who lost everything. One man showed us everything he now owns in the trunk of his car. His apartment burned.
Ran out as fast as we could.
Taylor and her boyfriend left with even less, only the clothes on their backs and no shoes.
Everybody got out alive and uninjured, so, you know, that's all that matters.
And tonight, one firefighter was injured. He suffered smoke inhalation, but he is expected to be okay. Again, the cause of this fire is still unknown, and you can see a fencing company has come in. They're going to go ahead and block off these 2 buildings to make sure no one goes in and gets hurt. Reporting live in Southwest Houston tonight, Foti, Kallergis 13, Eyewitness News.